Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since my last upload, and while I do intend on addressing my absence in an upcoming video, I've kept you waiting on this tea long enough, so let's get right into it.
Hi sisters! James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have an amazing special guest with me.
Oh my
gosh!
beautiful,
I'm not even gonna let you introduce yourself.
Right?
My beautiful, amazing mother, Tati Westbrook. So Tati and I have actually been friends for like 2.5 years now probably. She's literally been here since the beginning of my makeup career. She helped me move out to Los Angeles. I went to her and James's wedding in Hawaii. Yes. Literally, they flew me there and bought me pants because I could not even afford to be there, which was so crazy.
I can't even believe that, like how far you have come. Like honestly,
it's been
I'm gonna brag about you on your channel for a moment.
Oh, please
because,
do.
You texted me. I remember I'm about to get married and I'm all like, you know, and James was so sweet. He did my makeup. It was such a beautiful experience, but you could not find pants and you were so stretched thin. You know, YouTube hadn't become a livable paying job yet for you. So broke. It's just, you know, it's so insane to see how far you've come and how far you've grown. And I reached out to James, you know, way back when because he was so mega talented and like, it's so cool to watch, you know, what you've become.
You're the best.
No,
oh my God,
really.
I'm so proud of you and everything that you've done too.
I mean that. So we just have so much love for each other and like, I'm so happy to be here.
In today's video being part 1, we're going to talk about the very public falling out between James Charles and Tati Westbrook, which occurred on the evening of April 22nd. It all began when James posted a story to Instagram promoting Sugar Bear hair vitamins to his 16 million followers.
Alright sisters, we are officially back home. I am alive and well. The dust is gone in the next few days, but cool things coming very, very soon. As a few people have guessed. I also want to give a quick shout out to Sugar Bear Hair. I met their team weekend 1 at Coachella and they really helped me and my friends out with sister security because it was crazy. You guys probably already know about their iconic hair vitamins, but they just came out with brand new vegan sleep vitamins. And first of all, taste so bomb, but most importantly, I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety recently and it always comes late at night when I'm laying in bed thinking, which is not fun or fresh. So I've been taking these 30 minutes before bed and they've been really, really helping. So if you guys want to check them out, you can swipe up.
Later that night, Tati posted the following story to her Instagram.
Hey guys, who is having a crappy day? Raise your hand right now. I just wanted to hop on. I don't even really know why. I never get in these moods to just like vent or do a rant or anything like that. But I'm literally sitting here in my studio. Like I can't film. And this never happens to me where I feel like I'm here. I know what I should be doing. I should be working. I should film. And I just can't because I'm stressed out. And I feel really lost, and I feel in my community especially, like I feel really lonely. And through this whole journey of YouTube, I feel like I have been someone who's been super supportive to my friends, and it's been really crap to feel like, not that you should do things to get support, but like, you know, friends should support one another. That's how it should be. And you know, I'm having one of those days where it's like smacked in my face of what's what and having to take a look at things and realize what they are and not wanting to realize what they are, you know? So I guess I'm kind of hopping on here to share with you guys, like me and you, because at the end of the day, that's all it's ever been, is me and my audience. You guys matter so much to me, and the reason I started this was not for fame or money, and I have to really be in that all of the time, like in that mindset, and it's made it really easy to say no to a lot of things while other people have said yes. And my story here on YouTube has just been different, and I like that. But it comes with some disappointment, you know. I'm having a rough one, and I guess I just felt like sharing that with you guys. So maybe you don't get lost in all of this land of escape, that real life is what's real, and sometimes social media is just a distraction, and that's okay. When you do so much for people in your life and they not only don't return the favor, but they just don't even see you. Like, I get it. I fucking get it. I'm just so upset. I feel really used, and that's the bad part of Hollywood. Welcome to show business. Everybody says what they need to say and uses who they need to use to get ahead, and I have had about enough. I've had about enough. It's not right. I'm just gonna stay in my lane, and for the most part I always have, and I am gonna continue to create the most incredible products for you guys, the most incredible content. I'm gonna push myself, but I'm also going to push myself to show you this shit show that you're seeing right now, because this is real, and I would cry to my girlfriend like this, and all of you out there, like, you're my friends. You've helped me build this. You've helped my dreams come true, and you matter, and this matters, and I'm just gonna keep moving forward. But like, I had to let you guys know that, yeah, having a bad day, not good. So not good. So hurt. And that's that. But I am just gonna get back to it, and that's all you can do sometimes, is take a deep breath, vent it out, talk to your friends, have a cry, suck it up, stand up, move past, you know? So anyway, if you want to laugh, go watch the PR video. This is not funny. This is probably so Debbie Downer, and I'm so sorry to do this to those of you that think it's cringy to cry on IG. I just feel like breaking a wall down and just getting closer with you guys and being real. So that's that, and I'm gonna go wash my face.
Being that Tati owns her own beauty supplement company called Halo Beauty, it wasn't long before fans realized that Tati was indirectly referring to James promoting Halo's largest competitor. I think you made @GlamLifeGuru cry with your Sugar Bear ad. Not fun or fresh. She is your true sister. Make it right, please. Who do we think is Tati crying about in her IG story? She mentions, quote, being used, end quote. So maybe a smaller influencer? James Charles posted an ad for Sugar Bear hair on his IG stories. My guess is that James Charles basically promoted Sugar Bear hair with the hashtag ad, while Tati is working so hard on her Halo Beauty pills. It's no secret that Tati and James were close, often referring to each other as family. Tati was indirectly referring to in her April 22nd Instagram story was confirmed by James when he issued a direct apology to Tati via his Instagram story on April 23rd at 2:07 a.m. PST. As you can see in this screenshot, I caught James's apology within 1 minute of him posting, which means it would have been around 5:07 a.m. EST for me and 2:07 a.m. PST for him. You may be questioning why the timing is of any significance in this case, and I'll admit this can be totally unrelated, but But combined with recent developments, which we'll get to later on in part 2, it's likely that the following tweets are related to Tati and James's fallout. On April 23rd at 12:27 a.m. PST, which was approximately an hour and a half prior to James's apology, Shane Dawson tweets, "The more I slide into the beauty community, the more I realize why so many of them have no real friends. Some of these people are ruthless. I'm excited to infiltrate and get you guys that pig tummy tea." 2 minutes after Shane's tweet, Jeffree Star tweets, "The truth always tastes better than a lie." Going back to the apology, James writes, "I want to publicly apologize to my close friend Tati. She has been like a mother to me since my first days in this industry and has given me more love, support, resources, and advice than I could ever ask for. This weekend I did an Instagram story for sleep vitamins that I've been taking because the brand helped me with security when the crowd around me at Coachella became unsafe. I did not accept any money for the post. As most of you know, Tati has a vitamin brand which I take on a daily basis, but in the moment I did not think about the competition, which was a major oversight. I've supported Tati both online and off like she has done for me, and am devastated that I hurt someone that I truly love and have endless respect for." Now, of course, there were a lot of questions that arose as a result of James's ad and his apology to Tati, so I reached out to him to see if he could offer more insight on the matter. While he would not offer a quote-unquote verbal statement, he did provide me with what he described as the quote-unquote facts. James advised that he texted Tati prior to posting the ad to let her know. With respect to the circumstances that led him to do the ad, James said, quote, "I was getting mobbed at Coachella, panicked, and accepted an artist pass and security guard from Sugar Bear Hair in exchange for one Instagram story promoting their sleep vitamins, which I have been taking," end quote. It's important to note that this is the first we've heard of James accepting an artist pass, as there was no mention of this in his Instagram story or in his apology to Tati. Now, admittedly, I'm not super familiar with the various tiers of Coachella passes, but my understanding is that artist passes allow backstage access and access to the artist section in front of the stage during shows. You also have potential access to golf carts that will take you from stage to stage, among other perks, but we'll get back to the passes later on in the video. James went on to tell me that he was not paid for the story despite labeling it as an ad. While we'll never know for sure whether James was in fact paid for the post, it's important to note the following. According to the Federal Trade Commission's endorsement guides, if there is a material connection between an endorser, James, and an advertiser, Sugar Bear Hair, that connection should be clearly and conspicuously disclosed unless it's already clear from the context of the communication. What do we mean by, quote, material connection, end quote? It's a connection that might affect the weight or credibility that consumers give the endorsement, like a business or family relationship, a payment, or the gift of a free product. Now, I'm not saying that James wasn't paid. I'm saying, paid or not, he had a material connection with Sugar Bear Hair, which would require him to disclose the post as an ad. In regards to the link attached to the post, there was a lot of speculation as to whether it was an affiliate link, meaning that James could potentially earn a commission from the sales generated through his referral. I asked James about this and he advised that the link was in place to track sales, but he did not earn any commission from it. With respect to the disclosure itself, some questioned whether James intentionally placed the word #ad inconspicuously in order for the post to appear organic to his followers. This could be a complete coincidence, or it could be that he did so hoping that his followers wouldn't notice in order to garner more sales, because he actually did receive commission from his link, contrary to what he told me. While I don't know the intent behind the #ad placement, for those interested, according to the Federal Trade Commission, the disclosure should be easy to notice and read in the time that your followers have to look at the image. In determining whether your disclosure passes muster, factors you should consider include how much time you give your followers to look at the image, how much competing text there is to read, how large the disclosure is, and how well it contrasts against the image. In brackets, you might want to have a solid background behind the disclosure. Keep in mind that if your post includes video and you include an audio disclosure, many users of those platforms watch videos without sound, so they won't hear an audio-only disclosure. Obviously, other general disclosure guidance would also apply. So technically, while he did label the ad correctly, I don't believe that it was as conspicuous as it should have been. Back to the quote-unquote facts, according to James, he advised me that he publicly and privately apologized to Tati. We know for sure that he apologized publicly, but people were confused as to why he didn't subsequently remove the ad from his Instagram story, and that is likely due to the fact that he was contractually obligated to leave the story up for 24 hours. Failing to do so could open him up to a potential lawsuit. James went on to tell me that he has publicly supported Halo many times. Here's the evidence to support his claim. On March 2nd, 2018, the day Halo Beauty launched, James tweeted, "So excited and proud of @GlamLifeGuru for her launch of Halo Beauty. Just placed my order, so happy to support my mama. On March 5th, 2018, James posted the following snap.
Sisters, I just received my package from Halo Beauty. This is Tati's brand new brand. I did not tell Tati that I was buying these, but I did pay for these myself because I just wanted to support her, and I'm so happy. I know she's getting a lot of backlash on this, which is making me so mad because I know she's worked so hard on these for the past several years now. She's told me a little bit about the process, but she's done a very good job of keeping this secret and working super, super hard. I already consulted with my doctor. I am good to go to take these, and I'm very much looking forward to trying them out, supporting her. And of course, I will let you sisters know the tea on these and how I feel after taking them for, I think the period is 3 weeks. You should start seeing results. So congratulations, Tati. I love you literally so much, and I'm very, very proud of you and all your hard work.
On August 22nd, 2018, James attended the launch party for Kiwi Seed Booster. On August 29th, 2018, James posted the following photo to Snapchat. The caption reads, "Day 5 of my @Halo Beauty Kiwi Seed Booster pills." On September 11th, 2018, James promoted Halo Beauty in his video titled "Little Brother Buys My Makeup," which currently sits at almost 15 million views.
I have to word okay, I forgot to say too. Hello. I'm going to a really important event later on tonight. My best friend.
We are going to a very important event.
Yes, this is true. But you don't have to wear makeup to it.
Yeah, true.
I'm more important.
Whoa.
We are going to a makeup launch tonight, and I have to look very good because there's going to be press there. And this is a very important launch to me because it is my best friend Tati. She's launching something new on Halo Beauty. Super proud of her. By the time this video's out, it'll already be up, so go check it out. Promo for Tati. Love you the most.
Now, while James may not have uploaded full dedicated videos for either of Tati's products, as Tati did for him in regards to his collaboration with Morphe, on the point of whether or not he supported her publicly, I'd say that he did. I'm not saying that doing the Sugar Bear ad was right. I'm simply providing receipts for those saying he never supported her publicly. The final quote-unquote fact James shared with me was that Tati had ignored him for 3 days straight at that point, which was April 25th, while, quote, letting a firestorm start around me and continuing to subtweet about me, end quote. I'm not sure if James and Tati have spoken since, but here are the subtweets James referred to. On April 24th, which was the day following her Instagram story, Tati tweeted the following quote, "I am still learning how to go back and reread my own chapters without feeling like I want to set all of my pages on fire." On April 25th, she tweeted, "Focus on growing the strength and beauty of your soul. Growth is not how many subs/money/things you have. In the end, all you take with you from this earth is you. When you figure that out, that's growth. I've learned along the way that to be a kind person, you have to be a kind person. We don't get to title ourselves. Our actions do that for us." And finally, if you want to consider this as a subtweet regarding her headspace at the time, on April 26th, Tati tweeted, "There's an error in today's video. So sorry about this, guys. I'm gonna try to fix and repost. My focus right now is not as sharp as it normally is. I want you guys to have the best experience watching my channel, and this needed to be adjusted. Stay tuned, XOs, and I love you." Now, of course, being that I reached out to James to comment, I also reached out to Tati, and I wasn't ready for what she told me. I'm going to read through her statement in its entirety before providing related receipts. She said, "I haven't been responding to any of the drama channels about this. I was honestly trying to keep this private. I never even called him out by name. I'm human, got emotional in the moment, and did what we as creators do and shared my feelings online. I don't have James's 15 million subscribers, and my audience is more than 90% over the age of 18. I didn't think this would turn into a thing. I was just feeling really embarrassed. I got so much shit when Manny and Laura did Sugar Bear hair sponsorships last year that I was triggered. The week Manny posted, I was still dealing with massive coordinated drama around my launch, and I had endless messages about how my product must be shit if my own friends are willing to do that. It really sucked. Funny enough, James Charles dragged Manny in my texts and said he would never accept a Sugar Bear hair sponsorship. How ironic that in my texts he was making fun of Manny for doing something like that for Coachella tickets. So for someone who I consider family, this time around it hit me on a whole different level. I care about James. My love for him and his talent has been so real. I've helped whenever he needed, never asking for anything in return. We were 2 years into the friendship before I was even on his YouTube channel, and I've never been on his Instagram. Knowing James Charles was never about fame for me. I'm just sad to watch fame, money, and power swallow him whole. I don't even know who this James is right now. The friend I used to know is gone. There's too much that's changed over the past year, and I'm done making excuses for him. Even though our friendship feels broken, I'm not looking to share things that would derail his career, so I won't be going any deeper with you. He knows me, he knows the promises he made, and he knows why this would hurt me, which is why he can concealed it and then lied about it afterwards. Best case scenario, he waited 9 days after Coachella to tell me, and the fact that he concealed it for so long just goes to prove that he knew it would hurt me. Who sells out their friend for backstage passes at a festival? I know James Charles very, very well. He is calculating and agonizingly weighs every decision before pulling the trigger. He waited to tell me until after the post was up, and he didn't remove it even after he was catching heat. James Charles is the king of deleted posts when things aren't going his way, which is why I believe he was contractually obligated to leave the story up for 24 hours with a campaign tracking link despite the noise. Plus, it's a known fact that Sugar Bear Hair was offering artist passes to major influencers weeks before Coachella in exchange for promotion. They did not rescue him at the last minute on the first weekend, presenting him with a contract on the spot in exchange for his safety. And if it was actually so dangerous for him to be there with a regular VIP pass, then why did he go back the second weekend with one? Even if his story was actually true, well, that's just disgusting. Quote, promise to give us a positive review on our launch day for a new product you've never tried in exchange for safety, end quote. Really? It's super irresponsible to positively endorse a product you've never even tried, especially when you're marketing to teens and preteens. I don't respect it at all. Remove me from the equation. His audience should have mattered more to him than the festival. They've given him so much, he should have done the right thing, held on to his integrity as a quote, I keep it real influencer, end quote, and left Coachella. But the more likely reality is he signed the contract long before Coachella, and this cover story that they quote, rescued him, end quote, was contrived only to garner my sympathy and forgiveness. I am done with the relationship. What's sad is James couldn't give me even a moment to process my feelings before talking with you. There is a duality to James. Everything is a game. The public apology he made didn't happen privately. I only received cold texts about how this was hurting him, demanding that I call back. No concern for my feelings or remorse at all, which is why I haven't spoken with him. So that's the end of her statement, but let's go through and discuss everything because I'd like to provide as many receipts as I can, not only to support Tati's claims, but to also be fair to the individuals named. With regards to Tati's comments pertaining to Laura Lee and Manny MUA, if you recall, Tati uploaded a video on August 29th, 2018 titled Speaking My Truth, wherein she referenced receiving support for Halo from Jeffree Star, but from, quote, other people who were around that knew what she was doing while she launched, she got no support, end quote.
Anyway, of course you guys know I've gotten a lot of heat being friends with Jeffree Star. And I heard you guys, I was getting handwritten letters. People were really misunderstanding him, and people were misunderstanding me. And they're like, how can you be so nice? Da, 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 da. Shane Dawson, the series that they did together, it really let everybody into a very vulnerable side of Jeffree, which I love. I love that. I'm all about getting past all of this peacocking and me. We are all hiding something. We all have this layer beneath and the layer beneath that. And I think it's the most fascinating thing to try to get there with the people that you find most interesting and that you care about. So I find Jeffree to be very intelligent, interesting, creative. I like this energy that he has. I think he's really funny too. He makes me laugh. We're not super tight best friends that hang out every day, but we have a mutual respect. We're both wildly different. Hello, we're both super different, but there's a mutual respect and we've never had any issues. So I loved seeing him open up, and there's something about him that I am drawn to and that I do care about. So while we were, spending more time together back when, the two of us were into still going to events and whatnot, it kind of feels like that season shifted and everybody kind of started doing their own thing. I did let him know about what I was doing with Halo, and some of my family didn't even know yet. My own family was like, what are you doing? I didn't let them know really until we got very, very close. So we're chit-chatting, and he mentions just casually in conversation, talking about the industry, talking about things, and we're in a group of people here. We're talking, and he's like, I have a potential opportunity to do a deal with a hair vitamin. And I hadn't told anybody about what I was doing. And I was like, I felt it in my chest. I was like, I think that my friends are going to think what I'm doing is really cool. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll be supportive. Maybe they won't.
But I decided to take a risk, and I shared with him like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I think it's going to be really, really difficult, but like I'm all in and I believe in what I'm doing. And let me tell you why. And let me give you an education as to why. I've got this, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. This is my lab. This is my plan. I'm cutting out the middleman. Instead of overcharging, I'm putting it all into the product. I'm going to make this work. It's going to give results. It's going to be a really meaningful product. And he's like, yeah, sure. Like, I don't really want to do it anyway. And it was just kind of like a no big, like no, like, of course. So there is this side of the industry where we do support each other, and it's not BS. It's not like I hold up a product of Jeffrey's and I'm like, I love it, and it's a bad product. Like, I'm only going to speak to good products, period. But you guys know, if I can support, I'm going to support. So, yeah, anyway, other people who were around that knew what I was doing, while I launched, I got no support, and it just was a really messed up thing that while I was going through what I call my house being on fire, because what you guys don't know is behind the scenes, there were some really crazy things that happened and really calculated things that took place. And I can't speak on it too much, but it was a bad time, and it made the optics of my launch look terrible. And maybe my product is not something that people really want to support on the platform, and I get it, it's controversial, fine. But I'm just coming from a place that if I've helped you, like, I think it's really uncool to go against me. Like, at least just do nothing. Like, do nothing. But to go against me is really kind of crap, especially when I know what you've said behind closed doors.
Even though Tati did not specifically name the people she received, quote, no support from, end quote, in the aforementioned clip, it was heavily speculated that she was referring mainly to Manny and Laura, which corresponds with the statement she provided to me. While I acknowledge her position with respect to timing and loyalty, just as I did with James, I want to provide the times they did publicly support Halo. On February 28th, 2018, which was the same day Tati announced her brand on her channel, Laura tweeted the following: huge congratulations to @GlamLifeGuru on @HaloBeauty. This is amazing. You deserve all the success in the world. I can't wait to start taking mine. #HaloBeauty. You go, girl. #love you. The next receipt was actually provided to me by Laura. I reached out to her because I recalled seeing her support Halo via Snapchat or Instagram story early last year. However, I was unable to locate any receipts aside from the aforementioned tweet. Laura advised that while she did do the Sugar Bear hair ad, which I was unable to locate, she also purchased Halo on her own accord, as you can see in this March 26, 2018 receipt. In April 2018, likely after receiving her order, Laura posted the following boomerang to her Instagram story. With respect to Tati's comments pertaining to Manny, here's a snap he posted on April 12, 2018, just prior to Coachella, inclusive of his ad for Sugar Bear, which obviously checks out with what Tati indicated in her statement.
Who is ready for Coachella? 'Cause I am. Almost. We're getting there. Who here is going? Let me know. I would love to see you guys there. If you guys see me at Coachella, out and about, come up and say hi. We can take some pics. I would love to. I'm so excited. I think it's going to be really, really, really fun. It's going to be a good year. I can just feel it in my bones. This is such a look, dude. It really is. We could have the wave on one day. Like for a shoot or something? Like super. Okay, y'all, guess who got a sponsorship with Miss Sugar Bear Hair? I did! And I'm so excited because these are the best tasting hair vitamins I have ever had in my entire life. They're incredible. These are made for men and for women. And they are gelatin-free, vegetarian, and help it make your hair grow longer and fuller. And they taste so good. I don't think you'll understand how much I enjoy these, but how good they actually are. It's like the craziest thing. I take 2 a day. That's the recommended dosage. And it has biotin in it, vitamin B12, other hair-growing ingredients. They're so good. Lastly, these bad boys are made in the U.S. They are wheat, soy, and dairy-free. I need my 2 right now. Delicioso. 있어서.
In terms of Manny's public support for Halo, my only findings were the following tweets. On February 28th, 2018, the same day Tati announced her brand on her channel, Manny liked her video, which resulted in this tweet on his timeline. Later that night, he tweeted, "So proud of my girl at Glam Life Guru on the announcement of Halo Beauty. Can't wait to see your brand flourish and thrive." Now, whether you consider the aforementioned as sufficient support is entirely up to you. With that being said, let's continue discussing Tati's statement. Tati mentions that James neglected to tell her about the ad until after it was posted, which, if you recall, is contrary to what he told me. To reiterate, in the quote-unquote facts provided to me by James, he said that he texted Tati before posting the story to let her know. So there's an obvious discrepancy here. Tati went on to say that it's a known fact that Sugar Bear Hair was offering artist passes to major influencers weeks before Coachella in exchange for promotion. It's interesting that Tati mentions artist passes because, as I said earlier, the topic of artist passes wasn't made public by James, which leads me to believe that he told Tati and I similar stories. You'll recall in the quote-unquote facts provided to me by James, he said, quote, "I was getting mobbed at Coachella, panicked and accepted an artist pass and security guard from Sugar Bear Hair in exchange for one Instagram story promoting their sleep vitamins, which I have been taking," end quote. However, the following Snapchat footage shows James wearing the artist pass at 7 a.m. on April 12, 2019, which would have been day one prior to even attending the festival. I'm going to show his snap in its entirety so that you get a better idea of timing.
Good morning, sisters, and happy Friday, aka Coachella, day one. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am literally so beyond excited. It is 7 in the morning, and I am up, awake, and ready to literally go. Like, I could not sleep last night. I was so pumped. I think me, Laura, Jesus, and Drew are the only ones up. Everyone else is still sisters snoozing, but I just wanted to come outside and say good morning to you guys. Literally, look at how beautiful this place is that we were staying at. Like, so gorgeous. Today's gonna be an amazing day. Before actual Coachella, we have two very exciting things happening. The Sisters Apparel Pastel Collection is launching this morning at 11 a.m. PST. So in about, I believe, 3 hours from now, we have the lavender, creamsicle, banana, and mint hoodies launching. They will be the same price as all the other repeating hoodies. And we also have the phone cases coming in lavender and the mint as well, so you guys can start matching and collecting. And then after our lunch at 11, we have a brand new video going up at 12 p.m. PST, so in about 4 hours from now, with my man's Jeff. After we did the vlog squad video, we literally have gotten like a million comments at this point asking us to talk about our relationship, ask what the tea is, if we are dating, if we are not dating. So we sat down, Jeff glammed me, and we talked about it. And there's a lot of tea being spilled, and honestly, like deadass, all jokes aside, the conversation is really, really cool. We talk a lot about being a straight man versus being like a gay man, and how dating can work, and how I have dated in the past and how I hook up with guys. It's like not as like raunchy as you think. It's actually like a really, really cool video. So I think you guys are definitely gonna want to check it out. I had a lot of fun, and Jeff really did too. So that'll be up at 12. Good day today. I'm going to hop in the shower now, and I will have you guys in a little bit, so I'm getting ready for Coachella.
For reference, here is James's artist pass compared to Tana Mojo's and Emma Chamberlain's, which he was obviously in possession of prior to the festivities. Based on the Snapchat footage, it appears as though James provided me with alternative facts, which I assume he also provided to Tati. In regards to his apology to Tati, wherein he states that, quote, "The brand helped him with security when the crowd around him at Coachella became unsafe," end quote, Tati brought up a good point. In her statement, she says, quote, "If it was actually so dangerous for him to be there with a regular VIP pass, then why did he go back the second weekend with one?" End quote. The following is a snap from Coachella weekend 2, where you can clearly see that James is wearing a VIP pass, which obviously doesn't carry the same perks as an artist pass would.
Sister Julia just pulled out and asked me to sign. Oh, you're so cute, Angel. Thank you, man.
The last discrepancy I want to touch on for now is the fact that James told me that he both publicly and privately apologized to Tati. However, in her statement, Tati indicated that the public apology never happened, so someone isn't being truthful here. There are a lot of inconsistencies in this story, and I do plan on sharing my thoughts in part 2, but for now, what I will say is that I think this runs much deeper than vitamins. I think when it comes to friendships or relationships breaking up, it's almost never because of the last punch, but rather the 50 punches prior. But anyway, you guys, I know this video was super long, but being that there's a ton of new information, I'd love for you guys to share your thoughts below. And one last thing before I go, I just want to thank you all for your patience during my absence. The past 5 months have been rough to say the least, but I'm thankful for your love and support. Again, I'll expand on things a little more in an upcoming video, but for now, I just wanted to say thank you, and it's good to be back. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you aren't aware, Instagram is where I'll be posting tea that doesn't necessarily warrant an entire video, so be sure to follow me there, and on Twitter at HereForTheTea too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Bye!